Time now, folks, to head to St. Louis. And you notice that Cris Collinsworth is not here because he complained that Terry and Howie took all of his airtime the last 4 years. So now he's going to the booth to try to steal Troy and Joe's airtime.
Hey,
and TB, check this out. The new A-team. Look at Troy Aikman.
Oh, my God. Well, now we know why Troy left OU, because that's the stuff he wore at OU, and they got him kicked out. And he went to UCLA, and he fit right in. So now we know, Troy, what happened.
Joe, what a squad you're going to be working with. Go ahead, Troy.
What took me 12 years of credibility to earn in the National Football League, I blew in one long afternoon in a suit in Los Angeles for that team.
But he was the only one that had a strong enough neck to hold up the chains. That's the way it works.
Hey, no,
the way
I
see this is this, James Brown. The way I see this is this. Jimmy Johnson lasted 2 years, you got rid of him. Ronnie Lott lasted 2 years, you got rid of him. Collinsworth lasted 4 years. What took you so long?
You know what? That's exactly what we were wondering.
Hey, Joe, we're real excited about this booth you have together this year. I mean, I think you got, what, 5 Super Bowl appearances in the booth, 3 victories. That's great. I mean, we're all excited.
Hey, but the nicest thing, though, we know Joe is Mr. Baseball, but we welcome you to football full-time,
He's going with my
Joe.
record already.
Take it away, Joe.
Huh? All right, you got it. I went to a Super Bowl when I was a young man. It's about all I got. You know, let's talk about this game. They touched on it a moment ago, Chris and Troy. We look at this matchup, Chicago, St. Louis. You were there. You see what Terry's doing back there? He's in the comfortable confines of the studio. He can say that Mike Martz blew it, and he didn't do a good job of coaching on Super Bowl Sunday. Why don't you tell the nation what the temperature's like around Rams Park after being there 2 days ago?
Well, I think that they're still obviously upset by what happened, and I do think to some extent even they feel like they blew it. They blew a great opportunity to win their second Super Bowl under Mike Martz's leadership, at least when he was the offensive coordinator. But it's awfully strange to me that they also believe that they are completely over it. As Howie pointed out, I did lose 2 of those Super Bowls, and I'm not over it yet. Some of those happened 20 years ago, and I just don't believe that this team can truly move on in the way that they think they can. There's got to be a little bit of a hangover effect to that. But Troy, at the end of the day, you still have to say these are the St. Louis Rams, and they still are the best team in football going into this season.
Yeah, I didn't lose 3 Super Bowls, so I don't know about that hangover, but you're right. They are still the Rams. They still are the #1 offense in football, and more importantly, they still have Kurt Warner at quarterback, MVP of the league last year. He is healthy. He had some thumb problems last year. He comes into this camp feeling 100%, and I know this, as long as he's healthy and standing, this team's got a chance to go all the way. That being said, this is the preseason. We'll see 1 quarter out of Warner, his 2 big receivers, nothing out of Marshall Faulk tonight, and maybe the entire preseason they might hold him out until their season opener at Denver. Well, if we talk about offense with the Rams, there's no doubt you talk about defense, Troy Aikman, with the Chicago Bears team. Well, there's no question. This Bears defensive team pretty much loaded the team up on their back and took them to the playoffs. They were #1 in the league in defensive scoring, and they don't have all the pieces back, but they got most of them, and most importantly, they've got their linebackers, and as Howie was talking about, their middle linebacker, Brian Urlacher, is about as good as they come.
It really is, and of course everybody knows that great players get up for really big games, but what impressed me about Urlacher was last week, first preseason game, means absolutely nothing. He's only going to play about 10 plays. He's flying all over the field, sacks, fumble recoveries, forced fumbles. Just one of those guys that you can tell deep down his heart just simply loves to play the game.
Well, here's the deal. As we get ready for Act 1 of this trio, it's time for thank yous. And thank yous from us at the Fox Network and the 3 of us to the best tandem ever to call a football game on television, Pat Summerall and John Madden. We wish John luck at ABC working with Al Michaels in Monday Night Football, and we're thrilled to still have Pat Summerall with us at Fox. I remember in '94 when Fox got the chance to cover the NFC, people thought Bart Simpson and Homer Simpson were going to be in the booth calling the action. Well, let your imaginations run wild. Here we are. It's the Bears and the Rams. We're glad you're with us. Let's have some fun. Preseason football tonight on Fox.